gonna keep going, goddamn it. What it do? Wow.
Drew Aerospace Jr.
There's a big left hand.
Gervonta Davis.
Shout out to the almighty LBBC, the Lions Den Boston community. If you didn't know, now you know. All right. If you didn't know, now you know. What's going on, everybody? I am your boy KQKC, and you in the morning after show. And with me and Knockout Boston 86 TV. What's going on with your Knockout?
Oh man, what's good, OG? Just another good weekend of boxing. We got two prospects going at it next week to find out who gonna turn into a good contender. But this weekend, man, was full of great cards and great fights. So it was a good day, man. I'm chilling, man. Ready to do this show, and then shit, we got the Cowboys coming on, man. I'm in heaven, man. It's the weekend, baby. I don't know what else you want me to say, man. We lit. We excited right now, man.
Yes, sir. I'm talking about in heaven. Man, I was in heaven yesterday. I mean, nothing but boxing, man. I'm looking back and forth, man, from 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning when they had the Colin fight on. That was the first card on the Zone. Then it went to another card with the Warrington fight. The Zone, they were doing their thing. And I think everybody's trying to get everybody busy before the end of the year. And that's what it looks like, because we got Inouye. He's coming on early Tuesday morning. Then we got Frank Martin. He's coming up Saturday. And I don't know, I think that might be the last fight of the year. I'm not for sure, but I'm going to take a look. But that's what it looked like with the big names. So what you want to talk about first, man?
While we waiting on all the people to get in here, man, I got a story that came across the old desk over the weekend, and I tweeted about it or whatever. But Manny Pacquiao, he had an exhibition fight this weekend, right?
Yes, he did.
He had an exhibition fight this weekend, and he did an interview, and he said, "I want to come back, and I want Terrence Crawford or Errol Spence to truly test them and see if they are truly champions." Now, I know Terrence Crawford fans and Errol Spence fans got this civil war going on, but OG, can't we all agree that Manny Pacquiao need to stay the hell away from both of them, man? Would you want to see Manny Pacquiao come back and fight either one of them, man? What you think about old Manny, man?
Manny, he saved, he know God and all that, but he ain't stupid. God gave you common sense. And what he doing is he trying to cap. That's all. He looking for that common sense money. That's what he looking for. He looking for that common sense money. That's all he looking for. All right. What's going on, Athletic Mind, baby? Yes, sir.
Athletic Mind, young homie, what up?
All right. But first, we're going to see who all in the building, baby. All right. Yes, sir. We all in the building. We're going to talk about everything. That's right, Athletic Mind. We're going to talk about Bud, too. All right. Okay, we got my man Athletic Mind leading off already. We got RP Ray Patterson up in here. We got Talib Cunningham up in here. We got Thrill Hill from Blueberry Hill up in here. And we got my guy Chi-Town Fighters up in here. And we got my man JJ. Jay Grant is in the building. We got a family member, Macadam Mac of the South. And another CB3, baby. What's going on? We got my man Robert Singleton. What's going on? Yes, sir. And we got the Keggy. Keggy, what's going on? Yes, sir. Last night Boston turned out exactly as I thought. All right, let's see what you thought. All right. Dante Hall, what's good with you, baby? All right, Boston man, what's going on with you? Glad to see you again. And Ricky, yes, sir, from the south side of Houston is in the building. All right, YouTube 91 is up in here. Yes, sir, we're going to talk about TO2, baby. All right, yes, sir, we got Dur the Loach is up in here. And who else we got up here? Jeff, producer, is up in here. Yes, sir. Who else we got up here? Rod Haltman is up in here. And Antonio MMA is up in the building. All right, yes, sir. Who else we got up here? In the building boxing. What's going on, baby? Salute to you. He said, what's up, KQ and Knockout? What's going on with you? YGB22 in the building. All right, yes, salute to you, OG and Knockout. Dante Hall, yes, sir, I think I got you, all right. Yes, sir, Bud movement won't right, won't right yesterday, starting to show signs of age. Okay, well, hey, sometimes we get older and sometimes we get slower, all right? But still, I think he's still good to go, though, all right? We got Robert Smitty up in here. What's up, Rob? What's up, King Larry 5, baby? What's going on with you? Salute to you. All right, what's going on, Chase Money? What's happening with you, Dodge J? What's going on with you? All right, Shakira Bellout is in here. Eric B is up in here. Eric B and Rakeem. Yes, sir. I like to move the motherfucking crowd. All right, make sure everybody hit the like button. Yes, sir. We are 63 and climbing, baby. Let's talk to them. Yes, sir. What's going on with you?
Two things. Number one, I ain't even know Athletic Mind could wake up this early, man. He love him some bud. He come in, but he ain't here that early. Shout out to Athletic Mind, young brother, coming up here early in the morning. He was here at 8:15. I'm ready. They better talk about bud today. I know y'all better talk about bud today. And then just man. Just real quick on the Pacquiao thing, man. Look, I'm just gonna say one thing. He need to leave him. He need to leave him the hell alone, bro. Both of them, they'll beat his ass. He need to just chill, keep taking exhibitions and shit. You know what I'm saying? Do what Floyd is doing. Get your money, man. We want you to get your money, but we just don't want you to get hurt, man. You fought everybody. You did your thing. Just stay over there, bro. Because these young dudes, Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford, will hurt you. They will hurt you bad, bro. Just leave that shit alone, man. But that's all I got on that, OG. You catching more people in the chat, or we ready to talk about some of these fights?
No, I see Mo G is up in here. I see Dr. Marks is up in here. And we got A_Wavy09 is up in here. Yes, sir. All right, let's get started, baby.
All right, man. Let's run down the afternoon, then we'll get to the night fights that we know y'all want to talk about. But we got to talk about this Ebony Bridges fight, man. Ebony Bridges was able to defend her title. I forgot. Let me find out. I forgot the name of the girl she was fighting. This was on the DAZN card. She was fighting against. I got it right here. I want to make sure I give the young lady her name correctly. She was fighting against Shannon O'Connell, and she was able to win that fight, man. Talk about that fight for us, OG. Ebony Bridges, Shannon O'Connell. What we got?
Man, I'm going to tell you. Bridges, Ebony Bridges, she's gotten better. She's gotten better, and O'Connell got under her skin in the press conferences. She was talking that shit, and I like that. I like both parties going at it, man or women. I like that. That makes the fight even better, and that makes them give their 100%, 110%. And Ebony Bridges, yes, she was shorter, smaller, but she was bigger in size. When she rehydrated up. Now, Ebony Bridges was getting better. She won last night, the same place she won that title from. And she came in there throwing the left with the left hand with a jab, but it was a feint jab. It was a throwaway jab. It was a decoy jab. So she can throw that overhand right. That was there all night on O'Connor. I mean, it was just hitting her right on the left cheek, right on the left eye. That's why that cheek was blowing up like a balloon. Then Ebony started using her weight just like Tyson Fury. She kept on pushing her back and leaning on her. Then Ebony got a little bit on the dirty side, a little bit, giving that shoulder bump, giving her that hit behind the head, pretty much manhandling her. And that's what she's supposed to do. She's supposed to get in there and fight till the referee say, okay, stop, give her a warning or whatever. But Ebony Bridges, she has gotten better. Whoever she's working with is elevating her skill set. Now, I'm sorry that she didn't start off at a younger age, and now she's older, but now she's starting to find her groove, and now she's getting better and better, and I hope she step up in competition. So that's how I see Ebony Bridges looking, and she looked real, real good last night, and you know what? And she deserved it. So shout out to Ebony Bridges.
Yeah, she came with the and I saw what Robert Singleton put in the chat. Look, she gonna press you. She's your quintessential women's pressure fighter. You know what I'm saying? She coming through, and she is going to keep coming forward no matter what. She landed some nice right hands in that fight and really, really took it to Shannon O'Connell. And Shannon O'Connell could never get comfortable in the fight. She couldn't pivot out of those situations. Fighting on her back foot the whole fight got her tired. And I always tell you guys, it's a lot easier for your conditioning and for your gas tank if you're the one pressing forward versus the one that got a backpedal the whole night. That's why You hear people that really know boxing when they analyze the sport, they'll tell you like, look, bro, you gotta at some point you're gonna have to sit down and get your respect. That's really all that shit means. You're gonna have to sit down. You're gonna have to make them respect you where they just ain't coming to you, and got you bagging up the whole goddamn fight because you're gonna get tired. And so the rounds were very competitive early in the fight, but then Ebony Bridges with her pressure, with her right hands that she kept landing, and some of her body work. By about the fourth or fifth round, Shannon O'Connor was dead dog tired, and she went into survival mode. And Ebony Bridges just took over the fight, and I thought ended up running away with it and winning pretty convincingly and stopping her in the 8th round, man. Like, you don't get a lot of stoppages in women's boxing. So for her to get that stoppage like that shows how much she really put it on Shannon O'Connor. But great performance by her. Can't wait to see what's next for her. They talking about maybe Nina Hughes in a unification fight. So we'll see. But she did a thing, and women's boxing, they just continue to put on good fight after good fight. I can't wait to see what's next in 2023 for them because got some big fights that can be made. But let's talk about the main event, man. Josh Warrington versus Luis Alberto Lopez, man. What you got on that fight, man? Do you think the right guy won? And specifically, man, Josh Warrington is a dirty ass fighter, bro. He is a dirty ass fighter. Like, listen, I promise. I'm not even exaggerating, y'all. He had to hit Luis Alberto Lopez in the back of the head. I'm not even bullshitting. At least 100 times.
Yes, sir.
At least 100 times he hit that man in the back of his goddamn head, bro. And the ref never did nothing about it. But the ref was horrible. Josh Warrington was horrible. He was throwing them headbutts again. He cut somebody else with a headbutt. I don't know how many times you got cut somebody with a headbutt before people realize that you're doing that shit on purpose, man. That man is a headbutt king, and he is a damn bro. He is dirty. OG, at least 2 or 3 times around, he was punching that man in the back of the head, bro. At least 2 or 3 times around. But go ahead, man. Break it down for us. Luis Alberto Lopez wins the IBF featherweight title, takes it from Josh Warrington in his own hometown. What you got on that fight, Kate?
All right. Yes, sir. All right. What's going on, Mega Red? I see you, baby. All right. Yes, sir. Make sure, let's get the lights up, man. All right. Man, we only got 50-something lights, man. We got almost 90 people in here. Come on, show some love. Show some love for the early morning grind. Wow. Now, Josh Warrington. Yeah, Josh Warrington is a rough and tumble guy from Leeds. He is rough and tumble. He will win at any cost. He is a pressure fighter. And that's what he was trying to do last night. He was trying to be that pressure fighter. But one thing about it was that he was a dirty pressure fighter. Now, Lopez, he was a good one. He smiled a little bit. He complained just a little bit. But he brought the fire. He was throwing lefts and rights. He was using uppercuts and overhand rights. Then he come out the clinch and slapped him with another overhand right. And he was fast on the trigger. Now, one thing about Lopez is pretty much sit back and wait on Warren to get a little bit closer. Then he hit him with that overhand right. See, one thing about Josh Warrington, he comes with a high guard. And he gonna keep that high guard up there till he get inches away from you, and then he open up and throw. But by that time, there go Lopez coming with the left and the right uppercuts, and I'm talking about he was letting him go swinging left and right. He was jumping with him, jumping left with him, jumping right with him, and then he'd get out the way. Then here come Warrington still with the earmuffs on, coming, trying to cut off the ring, if he could see, because he had him so tight. I mean, it was a tight guard. It wasn't just a high guard. It was a tight high guard, and that's what he was doing. Now, he was getting in the clinch and hit behind the head. He was using a forearm, and then he was trying to hit him while his back was turned. Josh Warrington was trying to get any way he can advantage at home. Why? Because he was losing. And when you are losing, you do anything and everything to try to win that fight. And I know he was losing because corner told him that, hey, man, you might be behind. So he didn't want to take no chances. Because remember, he at home, he got the title, and he didn't want to lose it. Because remember, he went through a period of time where he lost it, everything. And he had to come and rebuild his career over and over again. Now, Josh Warrington was a success at one time. He pretty much shocked the world, and now he's shocking the world by being dirty. But Lopez, like I said, he was a trooper, and he got the nod. Now, I said at the end of this fight, I said, please, boxing, don't rob us tonight. Boxing, don't do us this way. And guess what? Boxing judges, they surprised the hell out of me. They got that one right. Let me clarify that. They got that one right last night. So, and you know what? The right guy did win because, like I say, no punches count. Now, Lopez, he was throwing no uppercuts kind of far away, but they was
yeah.
they was landing though. He missed some and he was landing some. So now, if he would have came a little bit closer, he pretty much would have landed them left and right uppercuts, and then he come with the right and slap him with the left and the right. Now the headbutts. The headbutt. Josh Warren is very good at that. Why? Because he leads with his head. He leads with his head with the earmuffs on. And next thing you know, you're getting the head butted. That means that, okay, now you cut. That means you see a matter of urgency. Or you see Warrington want to jump on you then with that cut and make that cut a little bit bigger. So that's how I look at Josh Warrington. Josh Warrington got a lot of work to do because people are not going to want to fight a guy like that. Even though they might beat him, but remember, Josh Warrington was a pressure fighter, and now Lopez will get him back. So, but anyway, all right, that's all I got on that.
Yeah, and he ain't got no leverage no more. Like, do you know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? 6 of his last 7 fights, he got to fight in his own hometown, Leeds, because that's where he from. He got to fight in Leeds. 6 of his last 7 fights, because he was champion, A side, all that shit, man. Ain't nobody coming to you. Ain't got no belt no more. It's time for him to start fighting. Every time he fights somebody like a Mauricio Lara or Luis Alberto Lopez, they smash on him. He came up because he could beat everybody in the UK. Every featherweight that came out the UK, Lee Selby, Carl Frampton, Kid Galahad, he could beat them. He could beat them, but he never wanted to get in there with Leo Santa Cruz. He never got in there with Gary Russell Jr. Guys he should have fought and unified with. Cause I think they would have beat his ass, OG. And if I'm goddamn Luis Alberto Lopez, I'm gonna get to his performance. But if I'm him, OG, I'm finna hit up Mauricio Lara. I'm taking Mauricio Lara to dinner. Cause you could tell that Josh Warrington, Mauricio Lara got him to where he is weary of Mexican fighters, bro. Cause Mauricio Lara, in my opinion, beat his ass twice. He was about to knock him out in that second fight before Josh Warrington kept throwing headbutt after headbutt and made a cut, stopped the fight in like the 3rd or 4th round. But Mauricio Lara put that ass whooping on Josh Warrington. Josh Warrington saw somebody with the last name Lopez across from him. Lopez hit him with some shit by the 3rd or 4th round. Bro, Josh Warrington did not want to let his hands go. And that's how Lopez was able to win the fight, because Lopez was throwing some hot shit, and Josh Warrington had his guard like, man, you ain't finna stop me. I'm not finna get knocked out again by one of y'all goddamn Mexicans. And so them angles and the jab and throwing them uppercuts and hooks from all them long ass way away that Lopez was doing, Josh Warrington had room to counterpunch him. He had room to try to throw something in between that shit. But he like, I am not finna throw something in between this shit and get caught, man. Y'all not finna do me like this again. So Luis Alberto Lopez, he need to go around there. He need to find Mauricio Lara, and he need to fucking take him to dinner, get him a glass of wine or some goddamn Dos Equis or something. I don't know what they drinking or whatever, but he need to get him something, because part of that victory, in my opinion, was because Josh Warrington was still gunshot from what fucking Mauricio Lara did to him. But the fight itself, I thought it was a good fight. It was competitive early, and then I thought Luis Alberto Lopez took over in the middle of the fight towards the late rounds. Then about round 10, Josh Warrington said, fuck it, I'm just gonna start cheating. You winning the fight, I'm losing. I'm gonna throw everything I can. I'm hitting you in the back of the head in the clinch.
Yeah.
I'm when the ref tell us to break, I'm gonna hit your ass anyway. I'm trying to headbutt you. I'm doing everything I can to try to win, which I ain't mad at you. Like if I'm doing some shit in competition and they don't catch me and it's gonna give me a you know what I'm saying, leg up, that's cool, but I'm still gonna call it what it is, bro. That's some dirty ass shit. But Josh Warrington, him being a featherweight like that, I don't think he'll regain his belts back, because when you look at who's coming at the top of the division, you look at Robeisy Ramirez is probably the best featherweight in there, and then the other guy right now, Bruce Shoo Carrington, Josh Warrington can't beat guys like that. And he's not gonna be able to beat Luis Alberto Lopez and guys that he would have to fight like Robezy and Bruce Carrington for
Mhm.
titles in the future. They're not finna come to league, so you're gonna have to come to the USA and they're gonna
Right.
expose you. They're gonna expose you even worse because they more
Yeah.
skilled and they'll sit in the pocket with your ass and they will really stop you. So and then him moving up to 130, if you ain't got no power and you can't keep people up off of you at 126, 130 ain't gonna be his weight class. He's one of these guys that'll be remembered as a champion. He's a two-time champion in the featherweight division. I don't think he'll get into the Hall of Fame, obviously, but I think his best days are past him because he's too easy to hit, and
Right.
everybody caught up to his style now. You know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah.
even Mauricio Lara is still there at featherweight trying to get his opportunity for a title. So the guys that he would have to beat to try to get his belt back,
Mhm.
I don't think he can beat him. He got lucky when he got to fight Kiko Martinez again because he had already beat Kiko Martinez.
Yeah. Mhm.
So when Kiko Martinez upset Kid Galahad and Josh Warrington got to fight him, that was a huge win for him. So he was able to fight somebody that was a lesser champion. But I don't see him beating any of the top guys in 126. But I mean, it was a great fight. Shout out to him for putting up a great effort. He just didn't have enough of what it took to beat Luis Alberto Lopez. So we got us a new champion, a new
Yeah.
player at 126 pounds. And the reason I'm happy for Lopez is because Lopez will come over to America and fight. He ain't gonna take that belt and go hide it over in the UK. He's gonna come back over here, and he
Yeah.
already fought on Top Rank before a couple times. He'll come back over here and he'll unify with Robezy Ramirez if Robezy Ramirez will become champion. He'll fight a Bruce Carrington. Like he'll come over here and he'll get it popping. So that's why I'm happy. I think it's good for boxing. It's good for him. So shout out to him, new world champion Luis Alberto Lopez. Let's see if he's able to defend his belts, and that's really all I got on him, man.
Okay. Okay. Yes, sir.
All
Yes,
right.
sir. Yeah. I don't have anything else on that one. Mhm.
All right, cool, man. Let's keep it going, man. Let's talk about this top rank card, man. We gotta
Okay.
talk about the top rank card, man. What do you think of Tiger Johnson? It was the first fight of the night. Tiger Johnson got the stoppage yet again. My number 5 prospect at boxing right now. What you got on old Tiger Johnson? He looked good to me, man. But what you got on that fight, man?
Well, the Ohio boys are doing their thing. I have to give them that. Ohio right now is look like they're trying to start to run boxing. Now I'm talking about Anderson. I'm talking about Tiger Johnson. I mean, well, I ain't gonna say Adrian Broner, but anyway. But still, in all, you
He
know,
got him a fight coming up, OG. He got a fight coming up.
yeah, I know. but Tiger Johnson, he showed the hand speed that he has. Now, only thing about Tiger Johnson, the jury's still out on him with me. The reason why I say that is because he punches fast, he got fast hands, and he knows what to do, go downstairs, but he's not accurate with the punches. There's a lot of punches that missed, and some that didn't miss. But I like the hand speed because the hand speed put his opponent on the back foot because he couldn't see the punches coming. So therefore, you can't see the punches coming. You gotta give yourself room and push on back so you can see him coming. But Tiger stayed close. He stayed close and still working the body, still working the level, still working the stern. That's what he was doing. Now, like I said, he's still young. He still got to develop. He still got a great start, a good head start, but he still got to work on the accuracy. He still got to work on inside the clinch. And he was doing a pretty good job inside the clinch. Little short, precise uppercuts in between chest and chest. So he was doing that correctly. And also, he was trying to work with that free hand correctly also. But I think sometimes he get a little bit carried away with the speed. And what I mean by that is he want to show that he really fast and use one hand, bam, 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 and go to the left level, upstairs to the head, all with the same hand. But sometimes he misses, and then he get countered. So when he get in there with a real true boxer and brawler, then you might want to be careful. But he's young and he's easy to break that habit, but the hand speed I like that can be fixed. That's no big deal. But I like it. I like it. And he was in there with a guy that he pretty much pretty much used as a punching bag, and I like it. I mean, he is the real deal right now. But I would still like to see him step it up in competition. I still haven't seen enough yet to say, okay, that's that guy. That's that guy that's gonna be a problem. Right now,
Mhm.
he is talented. I have to give him that. I'm not gonna say he's a this or that, but he is talented and he got damn good potential. He got damn that 80% potential in my book. So I would like to still see more people, better competition for him. So far so good for Tiger Johnson. I like him. He's not a big guy, but he's a young guy, and that
Mhm.
youth play a big part. I'm telling you, knockout. These young guys, once they start growing up, once they start getting to 30 years old, they're gonna be something else. They're gonna be something else. You're gonna see a lot of talent at the next 5, maybe 5 years or less.
Oh
These
yeah,
guys,
I'm excited for you. Right?
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So they're gonna grow up. They're gonna grow up and they're gonna grow up and they're gonna grow up in a good way. As long as they keep their nose clean, as long as they stay in the gym and do what they're supposed to, and you will see, man, a lot of top guys. I'm talking about and from 135 all the way up, did nothing but tough guys. And I'm talking about from Shakir all the way up to hell, heavyweight. All right? Yes, heavyweight. So but that's all I got on Tiger, baby.
Hey
Yes, sir.
man, we short. Yeah, I got you. So we short about 40 likes. Y'all hit the like button. We got 127 people in here and we got 88 likes. I need y'all to hit that like button one time for
Hey,
the OG man and his
hey,
content, y'all. Hit
yes,
that
sir.
like button. I
Yes,
know
sir.
some of y'all probably forgot, but just please hit the like button. Let's get the likes up. Let's run them up. If you can't donate to the OG, you know what I mean, in the cash app or the super chat, at least do what's free. And
Yes,
let's
sir.
hit the like
Yours
button.
down there too. Knock out your cash app down there and your
Oh
email.
yeah. Y'all can hit me up too, but specifically, man, make sure this content get out to everybody. And the best way you can do that is hit the like
Yes,
button.
sir.
We working hard. OG called fights all day yesterday, and he up early this morning helping us deliver this content. So y'all please hit the like button, man. Let's run the likes up. Maybe some of y'all forgot, but it's just a friendly reminder to hit the man's like button. But look, man, Tiger Johnson, like
Mhm.
I see what you're saying with him. Like I really like him, but he needs to go from showing his speed to trusting his speed. And what I mean by that is just focus on your timing, bro. You know you fast. So just look for the openings and whatever punch presents itself, that's the one that you throw. And one thing that I noticed, and I said it in your chat last night, OG,
Mhm.
he's doing something that I see a lot of Mexican fighters do that I would like him to change up. Every combination ain't got to end with a left hook, dog.
Oh
Like
yeah, yeah.
every single combination that you throw don't need to end with a left hook, bro. Because I know if I can see it already, you fighting it at some weights where it's some killers up there, and you get up there and you exchange a left hook with the wrong one. Like if you get up there and you fighting Subriel Matias, or you get up there and you fighting Gary Antoine Russell, or Tank Davis, or somebody like that at 140 or 147, or Virgil Ortiz, or Jerron Boots Ennis, and they see you throwing a left hook, and they throw a left hook too. If one of their left hooks get there before yours,
Mhm.
your ass could be in trouble, bro. Stop ending every combination with a left hook. That's one thing I
Yeah.
noticed that I would like him to work on. Because see, he's a prospect, and when we grade these prospects, man, he's a prospect that fight at a tough weight class. It's much easier to be a top prospect like a Bruce Shushu Carrington when you fighting at featherweight or something. When you fight at 140, when you fight at 140, 147, like Tiger Johnson do, you got to be even better, bro, with your discipline and stuff. But I think, like you
Mhm.
said, a lot of what you said, man, he's extremely fast, very skilled, works well behind his jab. He's powerful. He's getting a lot of stoppages because he's hitting it. These guys cannot see his shots coming, so he's hitting them with shit that they don't see, and so they're getting stunned and getting dazed. And he's doing a good job of finishing them. He's getting more and more comfortable in fighting on the inside.
Mhm.
And so he's getting better. But habits like that, bro, you cannot be predictable. You know what I mean? You gotta find a way to where people can't pick up on you with the repetitive shit that you're doing. One thing that I'm noticing in all of his fights, he love ending his combination with a left hook. Bro, you too fast for that. Sometimes in your shit with an uppercut. I love when people in combinations with a jab because it's giving you space and it's keeping up
Right.
off of you. So you boom, 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 throw your shit, then bye. You throw your jab and you get them
Right.
up off of
Yeah.
you. I love that. I love that if you do that. But the habit of ending with a left hook every time, he need to get rid of that. But he's a very talented guy, very great prospect by all accounts. They said that most recently he was sparring with Jerron Boots and is going to Philly to get some great work. So as long as he keep putting in the work in the gym right now, because right now, OG, as a prospect, when he get in these fights, that's not going to be the tough part for him. The fights, they setting him up to look successful in these fights. So his gym work and who he spar with, that's how he's going to get better. So as long as he keeps fighting against guys and sparring that are better than him, I anticipate that he'll continue to improve. But great performance by him. He did what he did, man. And you know, shout out to him. I can't wait to see what's next for him. But let's keep it moving.
Yeah, let me answer a question. How old is Tiger?
24.
Okay, yeah, he has plenty of time. Okay,
Yeah, 24 years old. That just goes to show you how talented guys like Devin Haney or Jesse Bam Rodriguez, because they his age. They his age, they already where they at. So you know, it's levels, man. It's different levels to it, but he's extremely talented in doing this thing. I got two Earl Spence stories. One is bad, and one I thought was pretty funny that I want to talk to you about. So I'm gonna bring up this one first, and we'll bring up the other one later in the show. But Earl Spence dropped some merch on Terrence Crawford fight day, man. He dropped some new merch. He got a t-shirt. And he on the phone. He a big shark. He on the phone, and he knocking at the door. The door say TC on it for Terrence Crawford, and you got some eyeballs peeking behind the door like they don't want to come out. You know how you open the door and you don't want to come outside and shit? He dropped that on fight night yesterday. Like Terrence looking around the corner like he don't want to come outside and shit, man. He dropped his shirt yesterday, man. What man, what you think of the shirt, man? Is that something you can buy, man? What do you think of Earl trolling Bud on his fight night, man? Talk to me.
You know what? I mean, it's funny, but it's not funny because he hit it right on the head. Because Terrence Crawford don't want to fight Earl Spence. He knows that. He peeping outside that damn door because he don't know if it's the police or Earl Spence. And so that's why he looking outside the door. Because he don't know who it is, right? He ain't got no peephole, so he gonna open the door and look out a little bit. And then he found out it's Earl. He like, God damn it, damn you guys fight. He ain't about to do that to me. He ain't about to collect no more on me. So he said, damn, who is that?
It wasn't nothing. You know, you see them. You see Zulu. Hey, you see Zulu coming right there with the shark and the eyeballs, bro.
Oh yeah.
Earl had the door open. The door with TC on it is open, and all it is just black back there, and you can't see nothing but them eyeballs. That's what it was, bro. I was like, man, this dude petty as hell, man. On the man's fight night, though. His fight night, bro. God, like, bro, you been had that shirt ready, dog. Why you wait till the fight night? You couldn't drop that shit on Thursday, Wednesday. You couldn't do it last week. You wait till the day of the fight to drop that hoe, bro. I was like, God damn, they gotta fight, bro. Bud gonna have to listen. It's the same shit I said about Devin and Loma, man. My energy ain't never gonna change. They need to fight because Earl got to stand on this shit, man. All this shit he been doing, man. Earl got to stand on this shit, man. And Bud got to stand on his shit too. But I need Earl to stand on that shit because you either gonna look like a goddamn savage or Bud gonna shut you up. I don't care. I'm here for all of it. I just want to see the fight. But I thought I'd bring that up to you because that shit was funny, man. I'm over here. It happened during the Lopez and Warrington fight, bro. So I'm watching the Lopez and Warrington fight. I'm chilling or whatever. I get a Twitter notification. It's Earl Spence. I'm like, oh shit, he might got a fight announcement. Man, this man ain't got no. He said new merch dropping today, and it showed that shit. Man, I couldn't do nothing without laughing, bro. I was like, God damn, Earl, that's how you doing, bro.
Yeah,
that's what we doing,
man. So this fight got to be made, and sooner than later because, like I said, you don't want 10 years from there. 20 years. Well, Earl Spence, we would have fought. Would he fought on Terrence Crawford, man? He would have lost, or then vice versa, and so just to go ahead and sell it, and like I say, if you want to spend that block, and then make that fight happen, But the thing that really got me, and I'm not trying to go back to all the shenanigans, but when they asked Bud Crawford if if they would have gave you 3 weeks to wait, which would be January, from the fight you had in yesterday, and you agree to everything's okay, everything fine, all ready to go. Would you take it? And he said no. And that showed.
Come on, dog.
I said, wait a minute, you can't wait
Oh,
3
bro, he
weeks.
didn't say that. He said that shit.
Yes. I said, you can't wait 3 weeks. That was a
Dog.
hypothetical in an interview, he said.
And then I was listening to you, and I had to, like I told you before we came live, I had the Terrence Crawford fight on the laptop while I was watching the Teofimo Lopez fight. The brothers told me he ain't mentioned Earl's name after the fight, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, come on, man. I hope they can make that fight. But we got a lot more fights to cover, y'all.
Who name did he mention?
Nobody. They say he ain't mentioned nobody's name, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you know what? Hopefully they can make that fight. I'm sure we'll have a lot of content dropping on that. But I know y'all here to break down the fight, so we'll get back to the fight.
Look at Athletic Man.
Hey, I told bro, he here for it. Listen, that man was in the comment section at 8:15 a.m. He was in his hole at 8:15 a.m. Like, y'all better talk. If y'all don't talk about Bud, I'm unsubscribing. If y'all don't talk about what he did, we got you, bro. Listen, we got you. I watched it all. Athletic Mind, we got you. Calm down, bro. Bud gonna beat his ass. Bud. How you make a comment and don't even say nothing? I know how articulate and how smart Athletic Mind is. I know how well he speaks. He typed the comment. It didn't have any cohesion to it. We didn't even know what he was saying. He just said Bud. Bud. Like, what are you talking about, bro? I don't even know what you're trying to say to me right now, dog. What's going on? But let's talk about Mr. 7-0, formerly known as Mr. 6-0, Dante Hall's number one prospect. Dante Hall said, "Knockout, you crazy? You ain't got him number one. How could you not have him number one?" Let's talk about old Keyshawn Davis, man. Let's talk about Keyshawn and what he did to Juan Carlos Burgos last night. He won by unanimous decision. Looked good doing it. Didn't drop around, in my opinion. But what you got on the Keyshawn Davis, Juan Carlos Burgos fight? This was the fight that opened up the card for the Sandor Martin and Teofimo Lopez main card. What you got on that, man? Keyshawn and Juan Carlos.
Keyshawn, he looked good. What's going on, quick? How you doing, my sister, my queen? All right. Now, he looked good, but it looked like he was rushing. On his game. Yes, he looked good going downstairs. Then he take his time. Then he put the pressure on again. Now, the showboating, that can wait. The showboating, I get it. You had control of the fight. Now, this guy, he's still, he's not.
See, I thought as a former basketball player, you would like that shit, OG. He was dribbling between the legs and shit for you, OG. He was doing crossover and shit.
Yeah, then he had his hand behind his back one time for a minute. And, that, you got to take care of business first, son. You got to take care of business and go in there. And he did look fast. He going downstairs to the body, right back to the body. And then he started going down to the liver, left liver, right liver. And then he going down to the body again. So he did look good. But then Berger said, you know what? I'm just going to go for broke. And then he started tagging Keyshawn. And that made him slow up. That made him stop for a minute. That stopped him in the traffic because he said, wait a minute, this dude hit him back now. So I can't have my way with him. So, but he did box smart because, he had the renowned trainer in his corner, Al Mitchell. Al Mitchell been in the corner of everybody's corner. And Al Mitchell's a good trainer. And he had Bernie the Boxer. Well, we'll leave that one alone. But anyway, still in all, Keyshawn did a great job without Brian McIntyre in there, a.k.a. Bowman, a.k.a. Big Man. So he did a great job. I think he needs to slow down a little bit. We know you got hand speed, but don't go in there reckless, okay? Don't go in there with out of control aggression. You got to come in there with a control aggression and press the action, but be accurate. Now, he's young. He's only now 7-0, and still he's the same age as Devin Haney. But they took different roads. One went to the amateur type role, and one went to Mexico with the grown folks type role. So it's a different levels to both of them. But Keyshawn is on his way. He's taking his time, but he's on his way. So, but not a lot of foot movement like I thought it would be. I thought I'd see a lot of foot movement, but it wasn't. Not on the Keyshawn part. But he still did had great accuracy going downstairs and going upstairs. The only thing about it was when he threw the right hand, I don't like the way he twisted. he twisted going down like this and like that. He twists his right hand. Instead of standing straight right, he twists the right hand. And I don't like that. It take a lot of steam off of it. But but in all, he still was a good fight for him. And that was a so-called step-up fight for him. So what he did, what he had to
I
do.
mean, that was the most durable. That was the most durable opponent he ever fought. Juan Carlos Burgos been in there with Mikey Garcia when Mikey was in his prime, and he ain't never been stopped before. Somebody with that many losses, like 6 losses, that's that easy to hit that ain't never been stopped before. They hard to get up out of there, and that's what I said when I broke down the prediction. I was like, look, if Keyshawn got everything that y'all tell me he got, this is somebody he should be able to stop because I know he gonna hit him clean. And I know he gonna be faster and stronger than him. And he couldn't get Juan Carlos out of there because Juan Carlos is just a tough ass dude. But I liked a lot of what I saw from Keyshawn. He transitioned real good from offense to defense. I like the manipulation of the guard and the shoulder roll. He see punches coming well. I just don't. I think he might not have as much power as we thought he did. You know what I mean? Because I think that even though Juan Carlos Burgos ain't never been stopped, if Keyshawn is like people talking about can't miss. Next future great, multiple division champion, like people talking about that, you know what I mean? Like that, you gotta get when you hitting guys that easy, you gotta get them guys gotta fold up. And Juan Carlos Burgos never folded up. So, I love the skill set, bro. You and Unc Dre's finest, y'all listen, get off my lawn, y'all. Some old OGs get off my lawn, so y'all don't like the showboating and shit. I seen Unc, I seen Dre's finest put that in the chat. I'm younger, I'm a little younger. I like that shit. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I thought that shit was funny, bro. It's just when you're doing that shit, you gotta get them up out of there too. That's what make the shit really, you know what I'm saying? That's what make the shit really, stick with you. Like if you could do all that shit and then catch them with some hot shit and get them out of there, then yeah, you could. Everybody would like that shit. But overall, the transition game is nice. His ability to counter, distance control. I like that, man. I like he can really, really fight. I just don't know if he's going to be the knockout artist that a lot of people thought that we might have, because I don't know if he's as powerful as people think that he is. But he is fast. He is skilled. He does have very good defense and very good offense. And so he's in the tough stable though, bro. It's a lot of good fighters from 135 to 140. So climbing up that ladder, that shit ain't gonna be easy. You know what I mean? But I can't wait to see him continue his career and continue to do his thing. And we'll go from there. We got to talk about your other boy, man. He didn't look of all the prospects. These 3 that I'm talking about, the top ones that we wanted to see on the main card. I thought Xander looked a little. I don't know, man. I don't know. Xander looked that good last night, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Xander Zayas last night, he was fighting against. Hold on, I forgot the guy's name. Was it Alexis Salazar? He's fighting against Salazar last night, man. What you got on Xander Zayas versus Salazar, man?
Man, young lion versus old lion. That's what it was last night. Experience versus inexperience. That's what it was last night. And Xander Zayas, he had to do some growing up last night. He had to do some things that he'd never done before. He stepped up last night. He stepped up in competition. And the competition wasn't as easy as the other fighters that he had fought before. Yes, he did look great against the other fighters, and they were pretty much on his same level, but not on the same level. He just was on a level above them. But when you are stepping up in competition, you're going to have a harder time than you had before. That's why I'm talking about Lopez on Teofimo. Don't sit there and get cocky, all right? Because you got guys that hit harder and you go up in weight classes. 140, they don't hit like 135, all right? 147 don't hit like 140. 154 don't hit like 147. Jamel trying to tell Terrence Crawford that. We hit harder here, baby. We hit harder. And that was Xander Zayas had to learn because he went in there with a veteran. I'm talking about a veteran that has over 30 fights. Over 30 fights. And Xander Zayas is barely having, he's still in his teens in his fights. So he had to make some move, but he did find a niche. in that scratch. What he did was that he hit him with the body shot. He stepped over and hit him with the right behind the ear. He kept doing that all night to Salazar, fitting him out. Salazar then came back with the shoe shine to the arm punches, then trying to go down to the body. But Zayas stayed right in there. He stayed right in there and pushed the action. He kept on pressing the action. Now, remember, this is an older fighter. This is a veteran. This is a guy that's been around the block a few times. And that's what he had to face last night. But he still took it well. And then he had the great defense also. So I think he passed the test, but he barely passed the test. It wasn't easy as he thought it was. And it don't supposed to be easy. It don't supposed to be easy when you stepping up like that. Because like I say, they didn't match him with someone that on his level or maybe one above his level. He was like years advanced than he is. He know all the veteran tricks, but Salazar just couldn't keep that young boy off of him because the fight start stinging a little bit, start folding him over, start bending him over. So Zayas did what he always been doing, going down to the body, then going upstairs, then coming with the counterpunch. So I think he did good knockout. I'm gonna disagree with you on that one. I'm gonna say because he did look great. I think with this level of competition. Now, of course, he's not in there with the other guys they've been fighting, and this is a good thing, I think, because you stepping up slowly but surely. So that's how I look at it.
I got you. Yeah, I like that he did make an adjustment. I just thought it came a little late. He kept trying to throw the same combination that he's used to hitting guys with. And he was struggling with that. He struggled with the defense of Salazar because Salazar, he was rolling and kind of standing to the side, giving you that shoulder roll. And it took Xander a little bit of time to get out, to figure that out. But like you said, when he started taking that angle to throw that left hook to the body and then take a step to his right to throw the right hand over the top, he did look very, very good. My only issue was the defense. He looked a little flat, and he kind of was a little repetitive in there. I could see what he was doing, but when you get used to seeing somebody perform so well and then they don't, maybe that's what I was looking at. But he won almost every round. It was a tough guy that was a veteran that's been a pro for 10 years that he was fighting against. And so he did his thing. I need the adjustments to come sooner from him because you can't wait 3, 4, 5 rounds to adjust and then come on late in the fight as you step up in competition. I need that boxing brain. I need that ring IQ to be a lot better. Notice what the guy is doing, see what punches are going to work, and then start throwing those punches and start making that adjustment. Because coming with your jab, with your 1-2 against that guy, he was able to roll your jab, and then it threw your right hand off, and your stuff was thrown off from the beginning of the fight. But then he was able, like you said, to make the adjustment, throw that left hook to the body, and then take a pivot around to be able to throw the right hand over top of the shoulder. That shit was nasty. That shit was good. And he looked like he's going to be the truth. This young man's only 20 years old. He too, though, OG, is weight classes, man. He too is fighting in the cesspool. He up there at 154. He going to be up to 160 and shit. There some, there's some tough ass divisions you got to get up there because you up there, you're going to be in there with Jana Beck and fucking your Elvis Gomez and guys like fucking Jesus Ramos and shit like you up there with some people that's Boots is gonna be coming up to 154.
Right.
Virgil is gonna be up at 154. Like it's going to be some tough. It's gonna be tough for him because of who he coming up with and who he gonna have to fight. You know what I mean? Like for titles and shit. Like by the time he ready to challenge for a title at 154. Virgil Ortiz might be coming up to 154 working on his second division. Jerome Boutinas might be coming up to 154 for his second division. So you might got to fight one of them for 154 supremacy. And that shit may be a little too difficult. But I think he's a very good prospect. I love Xander Zayas. He's getting better and better. I just want to see him make those adjustments quicker because he got every tool in the box, both offensively and defensively. But that's all I got on that fight, man. What you got to catch that super chat, man.
Dre the Finest, what's going on, baby, in the super chat? He said, you got me, KO. I'm an old head and laughing out loud. Stay off my lawn. Much peace and love to you, nephew KO and brother KQ. My support can someone match it. You dig?
Already.
All
Shout
right.
out Dre's finest,
Yes,
man.
sir.
What's good?
Yes, sir.
All right,
Dre's
we got
finest.
some.
You dig?
We got a tragedy that got averted. We got some something that could have turned out horrible and that turned out to be okay and nobody was injured. But we got a 14-year-old stole his parents' car, don't know how to drive, ran a red light and smashed his car right into Earl Spencer's car. So Earl Spence was in another car accident last night. He's unscathed. He's okay. Nothing happened. No injuries. Nothing like that. But damn, OG, what's up, bro? Like how you 14 years old still in the car and then you go and you run that shit right into Earl Spence, man. What you got on that story that broke last night, man? Earl went live and showed everything, man. What you got on that?
Well, first of all, he need his little ass whooped for one. And for two, he need to be on punishment. And now Earl, he's the type of guy. And this is why I say him and Crawford night and day. Crawford just mean, stubborn type of guy, right? But Earl Spence will say, "Hey, look, this is a kid. I'm not going to sit there and try to sue him and his parents and this and that. Maybe the insurance company would take care of it, but the insurance company like, wait a minute, dude." You've been in 2 or 3 wrecks in 1 year. Come on. Earl Spence is catching hell. And I'm talking about catching hell as far as, listen, a car accident, the first one. Then he had an eye injury. And then you got Terrence Crawford running off and shit, and then you got this happened with the little 14-year-old. Then you got the tape people saying that he was drunk and all that other
Hey,
shit.
real quick, OG, my wife snuck in here. What's up, baby? Salute to
All
my,
right.
my wife, Miss Knockout. What's good with
What's
you?
going
Go
on, Miss
ahead, OG.
Knockout?
Go ahead.
What's going on? Yes, sir. So, but anyway, yeah, so Earl just like, I can't win for losing, goddamn it. Everything he going wrong for me. But that little 14-year-old, he got some issues. All right, he got some issues, and mom and dad are gonna have to take care of them issues. And now you got to do it behind closed door, or you can do it in front of police. All right, like I used to do when my mom was little. She whooped my ass in the grocery store. I don't care who looking. Right, she just take that ass belt off and whoop my ass. But now these days, you probably go to jail or something like that. Right, I never whooped my kid, but hey.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, so, but anyway, but still in all, thank God that he isn't hurt, because if he gotten hurt, then Terrence Crawford would have signed the contract. I guarantee you that he would have signed the contract. Yeah, I'll fight him now. But Earl Spence, thank God, because we are talking about a man that had 3 belts and only 1 belt away, and then this a bad car accident will wipe your career away. Man,
Yes, it
that would
will.
hurt. That would hurt. That would hurt. Because we still don't know the ramifications of the first accident, because that could come on down the line somewhere. Something can be aching, especially when you get older. Things start aching and coming out more, and so. But Earl Spence is blessed that he didn't get injured more than that. Now I don't know, is the kid okay?
I
Just
think everybody okay.
just the
Everybody
car,
good.
and just the
Just a
car.
car accident. Yeah, just a car
Okay.
tow.
Okay, well, yeah. So, and his little ass gonna get tore up. That's what I would do, But besides that, he's blessed, and hopefully we, get the Crawford fight, and he's okay. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate, because I just, it just seems like he can't get going. He always have to come up the hard way. And I'm not trying to advocate for Earl Spence. It's just that he fought the toughest guys. And now they're trying to make him fight Keith Thurman, which is a tougher guy than Amnesia, right? Amnesia, whatever his name. You know what I mean. I can't say his name. You know what I mean. So, and he always take the tough and road, right? And he always have it harder, but he always survive. And he always prove everybody wrong. And that's one thing what makes him likable. That what makes him sellable. And that's what I like about him. So, but that's all I have on that. That's
Yeah,
it.
this is all I got. I gotta mess with some of the brothers in the chat. I gotta mess with Tony, and I gotta mess with my young brother, Athletic Mind. They call
I know
every,
what I was
I
doing.
see I see him going back and forth in the chat, telling people that some people saying Jamel will beat Terrence Crawford. They like Cap. That's
I can't.
Cap. He can't beat Terrence Crawford. So let me call Cap on you brothers. Okay, let me call Cap on y'all. Y'all know the story. Y'all know that it was a 14-year-old driving and they hit Earl Spence, and you know that they ran a red light and it was a 14-year-old's fault. But yet y'all in here typing comments talking about Earl need to stay off of the liquor, or he need to stay off of the scissor. This ain't got nothing
I
to do
know
with
it's
that,
coming.
bro.
I know it's
Don't
coming.
do that, bro. Don't do that. I'm calling Cap on you, bro.
Man,
Why are you trying to disrespect what you say, Athletic Mind? Why you trying to disrespect that man, bro? Ain't nothing about no liquor. Ain't nothing about none of that shit, bro.
no wonder
Yeah,
we
I
got
gotta stop that shit. Stop the cap, bro. Stop the cap. What's up, Lori? What's up with it? Who else? LaShawn, King, Vonnie, Jose Diaz. What's up with all y'all, man? Salute to
man.
everybody in the building, man.
Last
Let's
night.
keep it going, man. They don't want you to say nothing about Bud, right? But they see the story. They know for a fact. Okay, somebody ran the red light. They hit Earl. They know this shit. They know that this is what happened. They like, man, he gotta stay off that drink. What? Come on, dog. Oh, I don't do that.
Man,
Don't do that. Don't be like that, bro. Don't do
man,
that.
like we was in between rounds and some guy came in the chat and said, man, Earl Spence can't drive. He was in another car accident. I said, what? I said, he can't drive, right? I mean, I didn't know nothing about it, right? I'm like, what, was you in the car? I'm going back and forth with him for a minute.
Yeah.
I said, was you in the car? How you know he can't drive, right? I'm talking about the first accident, right? But he just blew it out of proportion. And someone came and said, no, KQ, this is what happened. A 14-year-old, I think on Xena 360 said
Yeah.
somebody whipped, and he ran into Earl, I know that kid
Yeah,
I
bro.
got big there, Earl Spence. Oh man, I'm in
I
trouble.
hear who? Especially if they in Dallas too, and he like, don't let him be a boxing fan. He like, damn, that's our hero, but god
Yeah,
damn. Yeah. He probably was tripping out, dog.
he ain't worried about Earl, he worried about Mama.
Yeah, what if he had like, hey man, can I get an autograph, man? I'm a huge
For
fan.
real.
I'm a
Cause I ain't
huge
gonna be
fan.
able to
Can I
watch
get an
TV
autograph?
for a while.
For a long ass time, bro.
But I'm
All
gonna
right, man. Jerry Big Baby Anderson, man.
man.
Jerry Big Baby Anderson, the co-main event versus Jerry Forrest. I saw some flaws in Jerry Anderson, but I saw some shit that gives me. I'm very, very high. I'm even higher on him today than I was before the fight yesterday, man. Go ahead. What you got on Jared Anderson, man? The heavyweight that can throw punches like a goddamn bantamweight. The man threw 100 punches in a round and then came out and kept them. Go ahead, OG. Go
That's what
ahead.
I said. That's what I said last night. I keep telling everybody I know that this is going to be the next heavyweight champion. I really believe that, and I really can see that. And last night proved that. Because when you young, now if that was another heavyweight, which is a bigger heavyweight, they would have punched themselves out. But not Big Baby. Not the real Big Baby. That's a new name now. The real Big Baby. Not the Grinch that stole Christmas. He came in there and he was slugging. He was slugging with Forrest. And Forrest, he came back and he started slugging too. I mean, they was going toe to toe. I mean, bombs were going from everywhere. Now, of course, timeout came, went sit down, he came right back out and did the same thing. He did not punch himself out. Why? Because he's young. He's very young and he's big. And he's very light on his feet. He's very light on his feet. And he had Forrest in the corner. And this is what I'm saying, what I'm talking about. He's focused. He's very focused because Forrest hit him with a flushing left hook. And he didn't even know he got hit. He just kept focusing on that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, upstairs, downstairs, bottom, around the corner, every goddamn down the street, everywhere. He was hitting Forrest with everything but the kitchen sink. Matter of fact, I think the kitchen sink did go in there, but I don't know. But anyway, they were throwing left and right, and that's what I like about Big Baby. He light on his feet. And he was going there, he slug. He ain't scared to throw down with you. And Forrest was right there with him, throwing down with him too. Then he hit him with a big right hand, and that put Forrest right down in the bent over and pretty much could move. Now, like I said, that left hand Forrest hit him, that was flush. I mean, that was a flush left hook, and it had main intentions on it. But Big Baby didn't even notice it. He didn't even notice he got hit. And he came straight right back at him with a 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy is the real deal. This guy is the real deal I see so far. Matter of fact, he made me a believer already. And I'm pretty much high on this guy. But let's see. Now, keep in mind, he's not a big heavyweight. He's just like a Usyk. He's just like a Usyk, but a little bit bigger. But I would like to see knockout that little fat that he has, and it ain't nothing but baby fat. It's nothing but young fat. But I would like to see that turn into muscle. All right. Now, if that turn into muscles, oh, watch out. Watch out. He might not be 6'9" and 6'7" like Deontay Wilder or Fury, but he can punch. That don't mean height, don't mean nothing. Look at Mike Tyson. All right. But I would like to see the real Big Baby coming there with some tone muscles, and and man, oh man, watch out, watch out. I think we got us a new unified champion then if that happens. But he was right on point last night, and I enjoyed every punch that was thrown by that young man. Now I understand it's only 2 rounds. It's only 2 rounds. Yeah, but no, those 2 rounds, he showed me a lot in those 2 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
He know how to punch. He know how to punch, and he know how to take a punch. That's what I like about him. Because, see, once he got hit the first time, it seemed like he got meaner. It seemed like he wanted to throw more, So, man, and Forrest, baby, when he felt on punch, he's pretty much backed on back. So that's what I see in Big Baby, man. That's
man. So first, I start with the bad, then we'll get to the great things I like. Number one, bro, like he on some Terrence Crawford shit with me, bro. Like, why do you start the fight southpaw if you know you are way better as an orthodox fighter, bro? This is the second fight in a row that he started southpaw. He didn't look as good, and then the moment that he turned orthodox, he started turning up and beating the shit out that dude. So stay orthodox, bro. Turn southpaw secondary if maybe you already got control of the fight. But I'm tired of him coming out in a southpaw stance when I know he looks way better fighting as an orthodox fighter. That's the first thing. The second thing is that pulling straight back shit, bro. You're not a very long heavyweight. You're not like Tyson Fury where you can just fight to your height and pull back and everything gonna be okay. You keep pulling back like that, you're gonna get caught. And if you keep getting caught like you've been getting caught, maybe the guys you fighting right now can't hurt you. But if you are going to be a heavyweight champion, eventually you're gonna be in there with somebody that if they hit you, they can hurt you if they hit you flush enough, no matter how good your chin is, no matter how strong you are. So stop pulling straight back and use more head movement. Bend your knees. Go get undershots. You know what I'm saying? Roll with shots. Don't just pull straight back because that shit is going to get you caught. Now, the good shit, he a dog, bro. Because people got to understand Jerry Forrest is an absolute dog and an absolute, like, he ain't going like that. And so for him to beat the fight out of Jerry Forrest like that shit was highly impressive. And the fact that he threw 114 punches in round 1 and then came right back in round 2 and stayed on his jab and didn't look tired, wasn't gassed at all. Bro, if you're going to tell me a heavyweight is that athletic, that explosive, and that powerful and can punch that much, bro, that's a problem because them dudes ain't going to be able to keep up. If that's something that he can sustain, if he can sustain that type of work rate for 12 rounds, if he's going to be in that type of shape, as long as it's going to be that shit that we say a lot about Earl, right? If you can't hurt him, you ain't going to be able to beat him because you ain't going to be able to keep up with the work rate. And more than likely, he going to beat you up and stop you. That's what Jared Anderson will turn into. If he can punch that much and punch that hard and then be able to sustain some shit like that, bro, it's going to be over with, bro. Ain't nobody going to be able to beat him unless they hurt him and knock him out because you're not going to be able to win rounds against him because heavyweights can't throw that much, bro. So I was highly impressed, mainly because I know Jerry Forrest. I know he been in there with some people, and he a dog, and he tough, and he going to throw punches. He was fighting that big-ass Chinese dude, and I thought he beat the big-ass Jay Li Zhang dude or whatever. And he got up off the canvas on him and came back and was doing his thing. But shit, he couldn't do that with Jerry Big Baby. Big Baby just tore through him in 2 rounds, bro.
Yeah.
Man, that boy nasty, man, and he moved like a dude half his size. So
Yeah.
I saw that he called out Dillian White. I did see that he called out Frank Sanchez. I see he called out Philip Hergovich. He did not say nothing about Joe Joyce. Devin, I didn't see that. You got to send that to me. He didn't say nothing about Joe Joyce. That's Joe Joyce is that one though. Like you better leave Joe Joyce alone right now.
Right.
Joe
Yeah.
Joyce like 37 years old. Now I want to see the fight. I ain't saying leave him alone for me. I'm a boxing fan. But if you Jay Prince Jr., his manager, and you Bob Arum, his promoter and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Leave Joe Joyce alone till he like 45 years old, man.
Yeah.
Joe Joyce nasty, dog. Leave that man alone. He'll jab your goddamn head off, and Jared Anderson fuck around and hit him, and Joe Joyce's whole chin won't even move, man.
Yeah.
He won't even move, but yeah, but that damn Jared Anderson, he looking nasty, he looking nice. Edgar, what's up with it, bro? But yeah, it was a damn good performance. I was highly impressed with that young man. I can't wait to see him fight again. Continue to step up in competition, and let's see who. I think Philip Hergovich is a great fight. I think Zhang Zhang is a great fight. Either one of those, I'm down with it, man. They need to make that shit happen. But it was a great performance by him, and I'm excited to see his next fight, man. That's all I got on that one, bro.
Okay. Yes, sir. So yeah, Big Baby, he's very light on his feet. I like that. Like you said, he moves like a welterweight, but he's a heavyweight. And that's a good thing. He's not always all on his toes, but it's just the way he throws his punches and come back with counter punches. He's with the flow. He's with the flow. And I like the entertainment. I like the way he come in. He grabbed everybody's attention by coming in with some type of outfit on or whatever. Like Floyd, at time he came in as a Trojan, and he had the Trojan people carrying him when he
fought Baltimore.
Yeah, Baltimore.
When he fought Baltimore, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
right.
that was lit, man.
Yeah, so he has that same mindset, and he has the mindset to go in the ring and take care of business. Sure, it's one thing come in and dancing and and doing this and that and going there and get your ass whooped, but he comes in there and he take care of business. He came in there.
Yeah, we don't need another Montana Love, y'all. We don't need another Montana Love.
Exactly.
We don't need another Chris Colbert running around this motherfucker, man.
Exactly. If you're gonna go in there and you want a showboat come in there and put on, outfit on, whatever, then I expect you to, be confident, go in there, do what you have to do, and get the win. That's what I want. That's what I like. So. But hey, good job for him, man. And I mean, Ohio got to be proud of these guys coming out here. The guys out there.
They put on. Ohio putting on. I ain't gonna lie, they putting on. What's up with it, Mike? What's up, Joe Townsend? What's up, Levon Down Gator? What's up with y'all, man? Smash the like button as y'all come in here, man. But yeah, then Ohio putting on, like you said, bro.
Yeah, the Mason brothers, they are from Ohio. I mean, they didn't fight. I'm just saying, Ohio, man, they're trying to stand up. They're trying to get dollars around for their money, baby.
Nah, we still got Earl and you know what I'm saying. We got Earl, we got Jesse Van Rodriguez. You know what I'm saying. We got Virgil Ortiz. Our young people are already contenders of champion. I can't even put Virgil on the prospect list. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. I can't put Jesse Rodriguez on the prospect list. You know what I mean? Can't do that. I can't do that because we already, we up here. Ohio. Shout out to Ohio. Y'all got a lot of good prospects. But we got, Jamel Charlo, Jamal Charlo, Earl Spence. You know what I mean? We got champions in Texas. You know what I'm talking about? Get on our level. You feel what I'm saying?
We got Fanfire over here.
Who?
Fanfire.
Who's that? Who is that, bro? I don't know who that is. I don't know what you're talking about, man. You know who else we got? We got Teofimo Lopez looking like hot garbage last night. What's up with Teofimo? Cambosos done messed that man career up. Teofimo Lopez, Sandor Martin. Then we got to get to the person that Athletic Mind came to hear about. We got to get to Terrence Bud Crawford. But first, we got to talk about Teofimo and goddamn Sandor Martin, man. A lot of people saying Sandor Martin was robbed. I thought it was a close-ass fight. You know what I mean? I ain't going to say he was robbed, but I will say Teofimo did not look good in that fight, bro.
No.
He did not look good, man. What you were calling it, so break it down for us. What you see, man? With Teofimo, what's up with him, man? What's going on?
Well, Teo wanted to look good. He wanted to knock out. And don't forget, Sandor Martin took this fight with 3 weeks of notice. That should have been Jose Pedraza in there, but it wasn't. But remember, this is Sandor Martin who fought Mikey Garcia. Now, everybody is going on the way that he beat Mikey Garcia. So, oh, he must be really a good champion. Oh, man, he must be really hot, hot, hot. But that's not the case. Style make fights. And that's what happened with last night. And Teofimo Lopez was trying to go in and jump in with the right hand like he always do. Then he trying to, knock down the jab with his fist. He not putting the jab with the jab because he fighting a southpaw. He would knock it down with his right hand like, no, get that shit out of here. Get out of here. And then he was showboating a little bit. But Sandor Martin had great feet last night. He had great feet how to get out of situations. And one thing about Lopez, somebody had to teach him how to cut off the ring. Now, I don't know why he got this far and don't know how to cut off the ring. Now, he was too anxious to get to Martin because he would come in slowly, inch by inch and step by step. Then he jump on. Then he jumped right back on him, right? But that ain't gonna make it, all right? Because 9 out of 10, half of them punches did not land. And of course, time up. Then there go Martin making a miss, and sometimes he make him pay. But it was a close fight, and I'm okay with the draw if it was. Matter of fact, I'm okay with Tio winning because I don't think it was really a robbery because those points did count by Tio because he did when he got the opening. He doubled and tripled up on him. He shoe shined him, and went downstairs. Then a lot of people don't understand that he was throwing that looping right hand right down to the chest and to the sternum. And those are points. Those count. And the judges see those right there on the mat. Now, of course, them 2 knockdowns, those are 10-8 rounds. But Sandor Martin, it wasn't really a big open shot. It was a shot to the head. They put him down once, and I forgot the other one. But those punches were thrown, so that means he went down. And that's a knockdown or a standing 8 count. But still in all, Tio did look slow last night. One thing about it, he did look slow. It was close. I will say that. It was close.
It was close. Yeah, it was a close fight.
Yeah, it was a close fight. But Tio gonna have to do a little bit better than it, man, because this is Sandor Martin. He's ranked number 5. So let's think about the other 140. 140 is tough. 140 is deep right now. Devin Haney got one more fight. He's coming up. This talks about him and Teofimo Lopez once he moves up. Now, I don't know how true that's going to be, but still in all, he's going to have to do way, way better than that. And how he do better than that? Matter of fact, you got to say, Dad, you got to step aside. I need to work with another trainer. And no offense on Dad. Dad still can stay his ass in the corner, but he going to have to be quiet and let someone else show him how to get in, how to come in, and how to work the jab. Teofimo Lopez did not jab, but maybe a few times last night. He did not follow behind the jab. Everybody know rule 101 in boxing. Everything comes behind the jab. And he wasn't doing this. He was keeping his hands down. Then he'd come up and jump up with the left jab and knock down the other jab, knock it down with his fist. And, it just was a sloppy fight on Lopez's part. It's just that he was trying to get in there, knock him out. He throwing punches like this, jumping in, throwing the left like that. Then trying to do a punch behind his back. Then once he thought he was losing, then he started getting a little bit serious. Then next thing you know, he started showboating again. So, I mean, if I was him, I wouldn't be proud of that performance. If I was him, I'd be like, wait a minute. Hey, this was a close fight. Almost lost this fight. Almost lost this fight to a guy on 3-week notice. The thing about a guy that have a full 8-week training camp.
Probably beat you.
Training camp. And yes, and then focusing on your ass and your ass only. Now, you going to have to step it up, son, because you at the big boys table now. You at 140. And right now, you got a lot of guys at 140. I'm talking about like Regis Prograis. Well, Adrian Broner gonna be fighting at 140, but we don't know how that's gonna go. But anyway, you still have a lot of guys up there. Josh Warrington, you want him, he said. All right, but you have to do a little bit better than that to fight Josh. So
yeah, we're gonna get to who he called out and all that too. Man, look, bro, like I don't want to sound harsh because it's gonna sound like I'm just being very harsh. Number one, I scored the fight for Sandor more than 95-94. I felt like if they would have caught if they would have caught that knockdown, then it should have been 96-93. But if they gave it to T.O., I told everybody he was gonna win a majority decision or a split decision and not look that good, bro. I told y'all this shit was gonna happen. You know what I mean? But
Right.
the thing is, like, how you be like, so his footwork is trash. Okay, how are you that athletic? Like, he is very athletic, can do backflips going forward, and got explosiveness and all that. You got all that athleticism, but you can't cut the ring off. His footwork is trash. Okay, can't cut the ring off to save his life. He gets bruised up and cut up easily. Every time he get in a fight, his left eye is always big as like somebody put a softball in that motherfucker. So he cutting and gets swole up easy. He was swole up after the fight, and he gets off balance coming in. That's why Sandor Martin was able to catch him and drop him with check hooks and shit. He gets over anxious. His advice from the corner. His dad is horrible with that shit, man. Absolutely horrible, giving him advice in the corner. And now he ain't got no power at 140, y'all. I told y'all this shit, man. He ain't got no power at 140 like that, bro. Like, he ain't cracking at 140 like he was at 135. And so dudes are gonna take his shots better. And it was a bad performance, man. It was a bad performance, and it just leaves even more questions than answers. Because if he run in there with somebody like the guys he calling out, and I'm gonna get to their names or whatever. If he run into those guys, man, I don't think he can beat those guys, man. I don't think he can beat those guys. Teofimo has been getting by, and it's sad. He's extremely talented, but he got by on his talent, and now he is reaching a point in his career where guys are just as talented, but their coaches are better. Guys are just as talented, but they have better fundamentals, and as a result, he is getting exposed right now, bro. He's getting exposed. Sandor Martin exposed that Teofimo Lopez has no feet. His footwork is absolutely horrible. He is going to follow you around the ring, and you get in there, like, so for instance, right? The way that I look at it, right? If you get in there with a sharper puncher than Sandor Martin, and you follow them around the ring, and they catch you with a check right hook, it's gonna be a lot worse for you, bro. It's gonna be a lot worse for you. You get in there with the guys that you claiming you want to fight, bro. They gonna do you bad. And so I thought it was a bad performance. Although he barely got the victory, you can't be winning majority decisions and split decisions and shit like that against Sandor Martin, looking that bad, and think that I'm gonna take you serious as a top. Like, bro, you understand? We got Subriel Matias, Alberto Puello, Josh Taylor, Jack Catterall, bro. It's some dudes up there that will beat your ass, bro. I will beat the shit out you, bro. Like, what are you like, bro? Stop it. And so, and he made excuses. This is what he had to say. We'll go over it real quick. He made excuses after the fight, OG. He said it's so hard to fight somebody like this when they're running the whole time. Every time this guy committed, I countered and got him every time. He just ran the whole time. It's okay though. We got a lot to work on. But first off, I want to thank God for this. No matter what it was, I apologize to everybody tonight. This is not how we perform. But listen, our dance partner was running the whole time. Every time this man wanted to commit, I was countering him and tagging him. That's why he was running the whole time. I felt great overall. I knew he was tired. He didn't want to commit. He was staying on his back foot and just running around the whole time. But it is what it is. This makes it look good. These guys are going to want to fight me now more than ever. Now this is great. Now I can actually have a good fight. We would love to fight Josh Taylor. We would love to fight Regis Prograis or even a rematch with George Kambosos. My whole thing now is just staying focused and staying devoted. What do you think of those comments?
Man, that ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen because every last one he said is going to be interfered by his father, George Kambosos. He been there, has done that. Now, is he ready for that type of fight again? He wouldn't even give him a rematch. So, I mean, that is what I'm talking about. You got to change your corner. You got to shake it up a little bit. All right? Now, he got you that far, all right? Or you got yourself that far, but that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. What he needs to do is go and see what he need to correct And then you make those fights. Then you do the call outs. No, I'm getting a little bit tired of everybody mentioning somebody's name, but like I say, but everything but don't fight. Let's fight. You know, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. If you're gonna
Yeah.
fight another fighter, I mean, step it up. And Josh Taylor, I think he will wash you. So he's not ready for these guys right
So
now.
get what? Josh Taylor and Regis, they ain't gonna run.
Oh no,
They
they're
ain't
not
gonna run. So then you like, and that's my thing, OG. Like, bro, like I look at the sport, like I look at your mental as much as your skill set, and I look at everything as a whole. So I remember, I'm old enough to remember after you lost to Cambosos, what was it? A bunch of excuses. Why
Right.
you lost? Why you didn't get a man his credit? So that means you what? I told people he ain't gonna get better from this because he not accepting it. So he not gonna work on the shit that made him lose the fight. And what do we know? Since Cambosos, he still looked like he got the same flaws. And then you look at this performance. He didn't get up there and say, man, I could have did a better job cutting off the ring. He was boxing slick. I should have stepped here. I should have stepped there, cut off the ring so I could put on a better performance for you guys. No, what did he do? Oh, he was running. He didn't want to do this. He didn't want to do that. I had a bad dance partner because all he was doing was running. He never takes accountability for how he performs. And when you don't do that, that lets me know mentally you're not going to go in there and work on cutting off the ring. You're not going to go in there and work on being able to fight southpaws better because you're telling us in public that you don't think you did anything wrong. How can you, like, you're not self-evaluating yourself and keeping it real with yourself? So, bro, he's not going to get better. He's going to keep relying on his athleticism. He ain't going to try to get rid of his daddy. You know what I'm saying? He going to keep with them badass instructions. And it's only a matter of time for that young man, bro. Like I can see the shit already coming a mile away. I just know the opponent that's gonna beat him. So that's why I told y'all Sandor Martin gonna be competitive in this fight. And just go watch the video, y'all. I said some of y'all gonna feel like he won. Some of y'all gonna feel like he won because he gonna make T.O. look bad. T.O. gonna look subpar, but T.O. gonna get the benefit of the doubt. He gonna get the majority decision or a split decision because Top Rank built this whole card. They put it in New York, where Teofimo is from. They put Xander on the card. They put fucking Bruce Carrington on the card, but he wasn't able to fight. But Bruce is also from New York. They got Jared Big Baby Anderson on the card. They put all these people on the card to try to make T.O. look good. They put him on Heisman night. They not about to have him lose a close-ass fight like this. So I don't even know why some of y'all are surprised, man. You got to look at all of this shit. But somebody that's not accepting their losses and trying to get better, you can't take them serious, bro. If Josh Taylor is the Josh Taylor that fought Regis Prograis or Josh Taylor that fought fucking Jose Ramirez, if that Josh Taylor show up, bro, he is going to walk through Teofimo, bro. The Regis Prograis that just fought Jose Zepeda, man, Regis Prograis probably put that man in the hospital, bro, for real. To keep it a buck with y'all, man. Like I ain't even bullshitting with y'all. And then you look over on the other side, you look at somebody like goddamn, what's the dude name? Super L Matias or somebody, even Gary Antoine Russell. And then you gonna have guys like Tank Davis coming up from 140 eventually. Devin Haney about to come. Man, Devin Haney, man, I don't think Teofimo can win a round against Devin Haney, bro. I ain't even bullshitting with y'all. He couldn't cut out, and Devin Haney gonna use that footwork on his ass and be jabbing his ass right in his goddamn eye the whole goddamn fight, bro. Man, nah. Like Teofimo, sit your ass down, bro. You gotta go get better, bro. Or he gonna get fucked up. Cambosos didn't have the power to do it. Cambosos embarrassed him, OG. He embarrassed him and caught him with shots to cut him and all of that shit. These other guys at 140, they will hurt him. Like it will be more than embarrassment. You will get hurt fucking around with Josh Taylor and Regis because they are going to step to you. And them same left hands and them same right hooks that Sandor Martin was hitting you with, they gonna step to you and they gonna do it in a much more aggressive fashion. And they gonna sit down on them shots and they gonna bully you. And they gonna be like, that's all, like, bro, you ain't got no pot. Like, he need to leave them the hell alone, especially if Josh Taylor is Josh Taylor. Now he looked like shit against Catterall. But if Josh Taylor is Josh Taylor, bro, and T.O. better leave them dudes alone, man.
Yeah.
They leave them dudes alone, they gonna fuck him up, bro.
Yeah.
They gonna mess him up. But man, last thing we gotta talk about Bud, because I know that's why some of the brothers in. We gotta talk about Bud Crawford. Talk about Bud. 6 rounds.
200 people here. Hit that like button. All right.
Yeah, hit the like button, bro.
Yes, sir.
Listen, Bud Crawford put on a great performance, y'all. Listen, you gotta keep it real. He
Mm-hmm.
put on a great performance. OG, we finally got film of him now fighting on the inside.
Whoa.
Avenese, he fought Avenese. I'm telling you, man. Hey, he fought
Wow.
Avenese on the inside. He was giving him the shoulder on the inside. See, Bud showed me some, OG. When they was in the inside, Bud is the type of inside fighter. Now we know how he like to fight on the inside. He like to give you that shoulder. Kind of like Floyd used to do. He give you the shoulder on the inside, and he throw nice, nasty uppercuts on the inside, and he was tagging up. Oh, David Avenesian. Now, David Avenesian had his moments. He hit Bud with some shots, but Bud looked good in that fight. Now, you can see the signs of age just a little bit.
Mm.
His movement was off, but that could be age, or that could be he ain't been in the ring a year. But he did what he did, and then he caught him with an uppercut, threw a right hook that David Avenesian couldn't see in the 6th round. That shit hit David Avenesian on his chin, and David Avenesian just fell like a ton of bricks, bro.
Wow.
Fell like a ton of bricks. So, that boy Bud Crawford did a thing last night, man. He did a thing last night for
I'm
real. Like
surprised. I'm
he really
surprised
put
he
on.
carried him 6 round. You know, I'm surprised he carried him six
I don't
rounds.
even think he.
I don't
I
know if
don't even
he
think he
carried him.
carried him.
You
I
know.
don't think he carried him. I thought Avenesian like was putting that pressure on, and Bud had to adjust to that. And again,
Mm.
he hadn't been in the ring, and he starts slow anyway. David Avenesian did hit him with some shots, but Bud took him well. And by the time Bud got comfortable in like the 5th round, started letting combinations go. His right hook that he was working to the body was going very good. He did some really good things, but the leverage that he was able to get with those long ass arms on the inside, bro, it was impressive to watch. Still ain't changing my pick though. Earl's still gonna wash him. You know what I mean? If they fight, but he did a very good job, man. He did a very good job, and he did what he needed to do. Now he needs to fucking fight Earl. What I don't like. What I don't like is that, bro. Why you ain't say you want the Earl? Why you ain't say Earl name after the fight, bro? I mean, he ain't say shit about Earl after the fight. That's the only thing that I take away from his performance that I ain't like. But overall, it was a good performance. And he did what he was supposed to do. Like when people do what they supposed to do to people, you got to give them the credit. Now, people are in the comments talking about the gloves. His gloves broke at the thumb, OG. His gloves broke in the middle of the fight, and they did have to stop the fight a little bit to see if the commission was gonna let it continue. But they did. They let it continue, so it was nothing. Man. It was nothing, but it was a great performance. There's really nothing else to say other than he did what he was supposed to do, man. And he fought on the inside a little bit, man.
Yeah, I mean, Bud Crawford, yes, you do look good, and a guy of his caliber, fighting a guy of that caliber, you're gonna look good. You're supposed to look good. You're supposed to do what you did. As a matter of fact, you this pound for pound, so-called pound for pound fighter, you should have did it earlier than that. But you had a guy in there that he refused to be the underdog. He refused to lay down. And that, I believe, is why it went 6 rounds. And Manisha, he didn't want no a free ride. He didn't want a handout. He wanted to earn that money. And he did. He earned that money because he took him over almost in deep waters. But Bud did come up with the win. Now, yes, he is a great fighter, and that's going to be a great technical chess match when he fight Earl Spence. So, I mean, hey, shout out to Terrence Crawford for winning that fight last night. But I still think Earl Spence is going to still hit him with some good shit to the body. He going to hit him with some good shit to the liver, left liver, and the stern, baby. I see that coming. So, I mean, Earl Spence got to let off that frustration some type of way. And he can't wait till that happen with Terrence Crawford. So, but that's all I got, man. That's all I got.
Yeah, man. I ain't got nothing else. I just want you want to catch a super chat real quick.
Yes, sir. We got my man Andre in that super chat, baby. He's a perfect opponent to work on things. All right. Yes, it is. It was a perfect opponent to work on things because, like Knockout said earlier, Big Baby Anderson started off like Bud does, start off in the southpaw stance, and then he go work on the orthodox or conventional stance. But he fights better in conventional than on southpaw. But then again, he could have worked on some other things like fighting on the inside. Because, like I said, I never seen him fight on the inside, but he did it last night. I hear he worked on the inside. So I mean, so little things like that. Yes, you can work, and that's what he's been doing, practicing, working on things, and pretty much trying to change angles and things like that. So, but yeah, that was a good fight. I hear. I hear.
No, it was a good fight, man. It was entertaining. Bud stepped on him. He stepped on him, and Mr. Mechanical said, "Who really had Amtrak winning?" It was some people. Hey, Mr. Mechanical, like that's where you know it's some people that just don't like Bud. Mr. Mechanical, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. On my prediction video, I told people Bud was gonna stop him between round 5 and round 7. It was people picking Avenesian. I was like, bro, what? Like, how you? Like I understand y'all want shit. I'm pissed off at him too that he didn't fight Earl and all that shit. Y'all know what I think about that shit, but bro, y'all seen Avenesian fight? I don't know how you can pick him to beat Bud Crawford. That still is Bud Crawford, but it was people actually doing that shit, Mr. Mechanic. It was people doing that shit, man. They would try to pick Avenesian. I'm like, nah, bro, he ain't messing with Bud Crawford. I thought the only thing that surprised me in that fight, the only thing that I tell y'all surprised me in that fight was I thought Bud would catch him with some shit and do that shit from distance. I thought it would be more like one of them hybrid hooks that he throw, some shit that he catch Avenesian on the way in with. But he caught Avenesian. He did that shit while they were inside. That's the shit that surprised me and impressed me. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. So I did like that. You know what I mean? I thought that was cool. But other than that, it went how I expected it to, man. But look, man, that's really all we got for y'all, man. Everybody, check us out this week. We'll be live Wednesday and Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. over on my channel. We got some good topics coming to y'all. And then I'll be live again Sunday with the Singing OG KQKC Boxing Network. And as always, we'll have the prediction videos dropping. We'll have the content with the hottest topics dropping for the videos and shit, man. So y'all come subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It's 200 some people in here. I know all y'all ain't subscribed. So if you haven't subscribed, go over to Knockout Boxing 86 TV and sub to the channel, man. We love talking boxing over there as well. So please, come check us out. We got the TKO debate series about to get started back up in January. Got some hot debates coming to y'all. Hot content, man. We're just trying to do our thing and push boxing forward. So come check me out over there. And good luck to your team this weekend, unless you are the goddamn Houston Texans, because my Dallas Cowboys about to step on y'all ass. And New York Giants, take care of them damn Philadelphia Eagles for us today. We need them to lose because we're going to beat their ass on December the 24th, but we need them to lose first. So I'm New York Giants, stand up, man, and beat the shit out the Eagles. And that's all I got, OG. I'm done. I'm out.
All right. I appreciate everybody coming in. Thank you, everybody, for hanging in there with KQ last night, all the way to after midnight. Yes, sir. And we got right back up this morning to bring y'all all the latest news and what's going on in the sport of boxing. We are grinding. It's not easy for us to do this. Not easy for us to do this just one day. But I thank you all. You are making the channel grow. You are making my channel grow. You are making Knockout Boxing channel grow. He's working hard. He's working hard with the TKO debate series. And we are doing our thing right now. And I thank you all. I thank you all for this whole year coming in and joining the call of boxing. And we got 2 more to do for the years out. And then we go on the first year, January the 7th, we got Gervonta Tank Davis. All right, that'll be the first fight of the year. So that's going to be a fire-ass card. So, but once again, we'll be back next week with another fight. All right, we'll be back next week right here on Knockout Boxing 86 TV. I thank you all. I appreciate you all. I appreciate the super chats. I appreciate the cash app. And with that, that's all I got. And with that, we are out of here. And you all check out Stormy B. Man. He is coming up next. Yes, sir. On your birthday, Devin Bronco. All right. Capricorn, my birthday, January 18th. All right. So with that, peace out. Everybody have a good day. And everybody keep your head on a swivel, baby. And if you don't do anything, watch boxing. And don't forget, we got Anyway. All right. Tuesday morning.
On Tuesday, yeah, I took off work.
Did you?
I'm such a goddamn nerd, man. I took off work because the fight is like 5 in the morning and shit. Right. So after I watch the fight, I can go back to sleep.
All right. So I
love this boxing shit, man. I love this boxing shit.
Call it, man. Goddamn.
Love this boxing shit, bro. I love it, man. I can't help it, man. I already told my boss, hey, man, Tuesday I'm out. I got extra days. Shit, Tuesday I'm out. I'm gonna watch that fight and I'm getting right back in the bed with my wife and I'm going to sleep. I'll be up by 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, bro. You know what I'm saying? I gotta watch that fight. I gotta watch Marcel Anyway. Put that boy in the dirt, man.
Yes, sir. All right. Put him in the dirt.
Y'all boys take it easy. And Rick Timms, I saw your comment. I saw your comment, Rick Timms, about the cowgirls and shit. Next time you over in my channel, I'm gonna time your ass out. Just know that. Just know I saw that and your ass getting timed out. Next time you over in my channel, I'm timing your ass out. You gonna sit in the corner for about 5 minutes for talking about my team, man. But that's it, OG, man. I'll holler at y'all.
Okay, I'll holler at y'all. Everybody have a good day. All right, peace and love.
Peace out, man.